The recipients of this month's award are Sergeant Mike Gargan and Police Officer Ken Vencak. The accomplishment that they had done was back on Tuesday, March 24th at about 10 o'clock in the evening. What had happened was in a residence on Atlantic Avenue right off of 100th Street, 3 males had entered a residence, knocked on the door. A woman had answered the door believing it was her daughter who was coming home, and in turn it was 3 individuals who forced their way into the home and committed a robbery. They were looking for money. They were looking for a safe which was contained in the house, which contained money. While inside, they had tied up the woman who answered the door. She was a 44-year-old woman. A gentleman who lived in the home, he was 29 years old. He was also tied up. They had one daughter who was home in the house at the time. They also tied her up, and while this robbery was occurring, her other daughter had arrived home, so they grabbed her, put her in the room also, and tied her up. So we had 4 individuals tied up. They also had produced a gun during this robbery. So at that time, after they removed money, they found the safe, they took the safe, and also a PlayStation, which is a child's game. They departed. It turns out the gentleman who was tied up in the house was able to free himself from the tie, and he wound up chasing one of the individuals while the 2 other individuals fled in a vehicle. With that, Sergeant Gargan and Police Officer Vencak, who perform plainclothes anti-crime duties in the precinct, were able to respond quickly and place this individual under arrest who had just committed such a violent crime. So with that, they wound up recovering an imitation pistol as well. So at this time, I'd like Sergeant Mike Gargan and Police Officer Ken Vencak to step forward. Each of them are receiving a plaque donated by the Times News Weekly, and the plaque reads, "The Times News Weekly, established in 1908 as the Ridgewood Times and the 102 Precinct Community Council, honor Sergeant Michael Gargan and Police Officer Ken Vencak as Cop of the Month in recognition of this fine sergeant and police officer's dedication to duty and the ideals of our community. April 2009.
A little short, aren't you?
I can call it Independence Day. Just take one more. Thank you. You know when it comes out? Thanks, Kat. I have another case now.